Well, it's not a term you hear every day, carbon capture sequestration, but you'll be hearing a lot more of it as it becomes more popular in our state and as critics sound off. Our Ethan Tuttle is here to explain why it'll be a hot topic, even if it's hard to say, during this year's legislative session. Ethan.
Yeah, that's right. Nobody can argue that the money pouring in from these investments has been anything short of eye-popping, but with session underway and so much money being thrust at carbon capture and sequestration, it sets the stage for debate just as stimulating.
Carbon capture, utilization, and storage has been a hot-button topic across the state for years now. It's the process of capturing CO2 emissions from coal and natural gas-powered plants, then typically storing it underground or underwater so it will not negatively impact the atmosphere. According to Louisiana Economic Development, various companies involved in the process have spent billions of dollars in the state since 2018.
We're building on initial CCS investments to create more economic opportunity that's literally going to touch every corner of the state.
Tommy Fauché is the president of the Louisiana Mid-Continent Oil and Gas Association. With the state's legislative session now underway, he says it's key to continue capitalizing on these investments rather than fighting them.
Any legislation that aims to do that aims to hurt the long-term economic development efforts of the state.
I can't imagine doing carbon capture and the government incentives. We're going to break the greatest country bankrupt by spending our kids' and grandkids' money on doing something as foolish as carbon capture.
But not everyone's a fan. Representative Danny McCormick from Oil City is one legislator lobbying against it. According to the Congressional Budget Office, the government has spent about $5 billion annually in research and related programs nationwide between 2013 and 2023. McCormick pre-filed HB 396, which if passed would make carbon capture and sequestration illegal in the state. His main concern?
I think anybody ought to have CO2 stored underneath their property or have pipelines coming across their property that do not want them.
Including this lawmaker who spoke about it last year.
There was property owners on the outside around this project that were concerned it was going to go under their property and they had no say.
Some community members in areas with CCS developments fear the state could abuse its eminent domain powers, allowing the government to take private property for public use in exchange for just compensation. Fauché hopes community members and state lawmakers can put their trust in the systems which have made these technological advancements possible.
Come to the table with the facts and recognize that this isn't an ideological battle. This doesn't, break down on party lines. At the end of the day, the state can regulate this, and the industry has been doing it safely and can do it safely and responsibly.
Debate about carbon capture and sequestration is expected to start at the Capitol in 2 weeks on April 29th. Liz?
Thank you, Ethan. One bill